You're gonna see a theme with this book, or blah, 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 blah. You are for sure gonna see a theme of, aw, my candle just went out. Hello everybody, my name is Kelsey, and we're about to get very, very dirty with some beautiful books and book covers. So today I thought what I would do is just a fun video that I've kind of done before. In the past, I did do a beautiful covers a couple of years ago, so I'll make sure I link that above, because I am for sure not going to be showing any of those because they're beautiful still. I mean, I just watched it and I think I own all but one, and I still think all of them are stunning. So today we're just going to go through some of the books that are physically on my shelf that I think are just absolutely stunning. I need to show them to you. They're gorgeous. So you're going to see a theme with these covers of illustrated covers and gold foiling. I love both of those things. I feel like that's enough introduction. There's no order to this except for the fact that I'm pulling them off my shelves, so maybe they will be by genre, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, let's get started. So the most obvious, and my opinion, are UK middle grade covers. So I am going to be showing you these three books by Sophie Anderson because I think they're stunning. It's the illustrated cover. I don't know. They're all by different people, but they all look so incredibly pretty. I don't know what it is. It just is whimsical, and I think that works really well with her writing, but I'm obsessed with all of these covers. They're just absolutely stunning, and yeah, I love them so much. This one even has both illustrated and gold foiling. Exciting. Some more middle grade that I'm obsessed with is the Pinch of Magic series. So I have all three that are currently out. The Pinch of Magic, A Sprinkle of Sorcery, and then the third one, Tangle of Spells. Again, same thing. I think they're so stunning. They all do kind of have that gold foiling to them, but they're very whimsical, which I feel like works really well with the story. And for example, if you know what these stories are about, everything on the cover makes sense. These are just absolutely stunning. And the backs are even gorgeous as well. We've got that one, and then we've got Sprinkle of Sorcery, and then of course a Tangle of Spells as well. The next three are also Michelle Harrison books, and they're these gorgeous UK covers of the 13 Treasures series. We have 13 Treasures, 13 Curses, and then 13 Secrets. Again, these are super colorful. I just am obsessed with the UK covers. There's a little bit of gold foiling on these, but really it's just all of the bright color and how each book is a different color. I think that's why. I don't know, they're stunning. They're absolutely stunning. Another middle grade that I just absolutely love is this one. It's Amal Unbound by Aisha Saeed. This one is just a gorgeous book to begin with, but there's just something about the nature and the color on this cover. I think it's super, super stunning. Just all of the lovely color, and of course illustrated, which we know I love. Another middle grade that I love is this one. It's The Gallery by Laura Martz Fitzgerald. Again, it's just this very gold foiled cover, as well as just this stunning blue. I think it works really well. It's a mystery book, so it definitely gives the look of a mystery book. It definitely, if you know the story, everything on here is there for a reason, but it's so pretty. Another stunning one is, again, because of the color, and that is Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky by Kwame Mbala. It's just, I think it's the sky behind them is just this gorgeous, I don't even know how to explain it, but like the entire book is this color as well. It's stunning, and I've seen the cover of the second one, which is stunning as well. It's just, it's so colorful. That's another theme, apparently. I like color. And another colorful one is Song for a Whale by Lynn Kelly. I love this. I love the color. I love the sound waves because it's about a girl who is deaf. And it's very kind of watercolor-esque, and it's just stunning. This one should be absolutely no surprise to you because I got it recently and I could not stop raving about it, and that is this UK cover of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. It's just this gold foiling on it as well as all of the florals, but it's also stunning inside and out. You've got these end pages with our main two characters, and then of course the cover has this stunning gold silhouette of one of our main cover characters. It's only on the front there, but it's stunning. I love it so much, and it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Another one that I love because of the illustration is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. I got this book right as it came out last year in 2020 and just could not stop raving about how stunning, utterly stunning this book is. It's just this gorgeous blue, which is one of my favorite colors, so I am slightly biased on that, but the illustration of our main two characters is just incredible, and then also the little itty bitty bit right here with the scales kind of showing you that it is a story that's a little bit about sirens, a little bit about mermaids, you know, that kind of thing. Gives you a little bit more about what it's about, but it's just, the artistry in this cover is incredible. Of course, I couldn't do this video without one of my favorites, and that is Roaring by Lindsay Duga. Now, there isn't anything too incredible about this book. I just think the cover is absolutely stunning because when I look at it, I see an eye, but if you look closer, this kind of looks like a moon. It kind of looks like there's stars, so it's kind of one of those covers that can be two different things, but I think it's meant to be an eye based on what I know about this book, but I think the blue is incredible. Another one that I love is the US paperback of The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I have no problem with the hardback. I think it's fine, but once I saw that this was going to be the paperback cover, I just knew that I needed to get my hands on it. I haven't read this book, so I don't know how well this plays into what the book is actually about, but I don't know what it is. The whole, archway looking through, I'm sure there's a reason it's called the Starless Sea, but it looks like there's a pirate ship in the back, so to me it looks kind of like a sea back there, but also you can kind of see this looks like a key, which I'm pretty sure is a big part of the book, if I understand a little bit there. But I don't know what it is. I just think this cover is stunning. The next one is, I'm not sure if it's a UK cover. I got it from the UK, but I don't know how different it is from the US cover, but it's Sister Song by Lucy Holland. This book is absolutely stunning, and I think it's because of all the gold foiling that you can kind of see here on the cover. It reminds me of mythology, which is good because it is based on a folk song, so I think it does its job really well. But y'all, it's that foiling, it's that gold foiling. It makes me want to read it immediately. This next one might be the most beautiful book on any of my shelves, and I'm a little upset because I didn't particularly love it as a book, but I'm going to keep it forever because it's so pretty, and it is Mermaid Moon by Suzanne Kokol. I think it's stunning because it's about mermaids, so you can see our mermaid here. This cover really expresses what the story is about. The fact that these roses are part white, part red is very important. But it also has these sprayed edges. The art continues on the back, but the hardback itself has those roses on it all the way around. And it's an incredibly beautiful book. I kind of want to just display it without a cover, even though the cover is stunning, but the actual hardback is just, it's incredible. Another one that I love because of the colors is actually The Camelot Betrayal by Kiersten White. This is the sequel to The Guinevere Deception, which is also a very stunning book as well. It's very reflective, but the colors within this book are just incredible, but also on the cover you have this crown as well. I love books that have embossed covers or very interesting colors, as the hardcover gives it a different take than you're used to, and I think that works really well with the blue here on the cover. I think it's the sunset color. I think it's stunning. Another one that I love is actually How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. Now, I did have the first two in the Folk in the Air series in my last video, because at the time that was the only ones that were out and the only ones I owned, but I would consider this entire series to be stunning. But out of all four, this is for sure my favorite. The cover is just stunning. The end pages are stunning. The cover is stunning. Like, everything about this book was thought through, but if you scroll through it, you can see, if you flip through it, you can see all of these just full page illustrations. I can't explain to you how stunning this book is. It's definitely up there as far as one of my favorites and, like, most stunning books overall. We couldn't do this video without Circe by Madeline Miller. It is for sure the gold foiling on this book. That's why I love this one. I also do really enjoy the cover of the Song of Achilles by her. However, out of the two, I think this one is more stunning. That's not even proper English, but it's also got these incredible end pages. I don't think it has anything on the cover, but just, I don't know, just the goldness of this. I think it represents the fact that it is Greek mythology really well. The gold foiling is just, yes, I was drawn to this book before I even knew what this book was about. And of course, we couldn't do this video at all without talking about Crescent City, or House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I'm obsessed with this cover. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I wanted this book for this cover alone before I ever read it, before I even wanted to pick it up. It is a thick, thick book, so I was very wary, but now that I know that this cover exists, I think it's stunning. The end pages are stunning as well. The cover has this lovely little crescent right there for Crescent City. But yeah, this book overall, just gorgeous. I can't say enough about how pretty this book is. This one is purely for the illustration style, and that is A Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova. I think the art in this cover, the illustration, the artist who did this cover is incredibly talented. It definitely gives off the vibes of the books and the stories that this is based on. It's based on Beauty and the Beast, which you can see with the rose here in the middle, but it's also based on Hades and Persephone, which I feel like you can tell by just looking at these. He kind of gives me dark underworld vibes, so I feel like this cover is very representative of the stories that this is based on, but also just I cannot get over the art. The artist who created this cover is incredibly talented. I think it's stunning. Another one that I like is kind of an odd one because it doesn't really make sense based on anything that I've said, and that is Where I End and You Begin by Preston Norton. I think I like it because of the color contrast that they have here with the kind of teal and the orange and how they have flipped the characters' outfits based on that. This wasn't my favorite book of all time. It was very, very interesting. I enjoyed my time reading it. Obviously, I've held on to it. But I think it's just the vast symmetry, I guess, between the top and the bottom of this cover. The colors that, when I think about them, shouldn't work together, but kind of work together. I don't know, it's just something about this is really cool. I like that it continues throughout the entire book. It looks good. I like the colors. I think that's probably what is really got my attention. It's definitely what dragged me to this book to begin with. Another one that I love is Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. Again, illustrated cover. I think this cover is stunning. I think the person who created this cover, who illustrated our main girl here, is incredibly talented. There's nothing kind of, I guess, striking about this book as far as, like, it's a paperback. There's nothing incredible under a dust jacket or, anything. I think it's just this cover. The art is gorgeous. It's I don't know, it's the hair, it's the flowers in the hair, like, everything about this cover screams this book once you've read it. Everything makes sense once you've read it. I think this book and this cover is just, it's just gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite editions of a book, I don't collect a lot of books, or at least I didn't until this year, but one of my favorite ones is this one. It's the kind of fancy edition limited edition of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen that was created by LitJoy Crate. Now they also come with this slipcase which has Darcy and Elizabeth on it as well to protect the book. But this book is just gold and black goodness, really. It's really, really shiny. It's really pretty. The illustrated everything about this is pretty. The gold edges, foiled edges here, that I believe is supposed to be either Pemberley or maybe Netherfield, but like it also has quotes throughout this book. It's just everything about this book is stunning, and like there are actually illustrations throughout this book as well of our characters, which just makes this book overall one of my favorites. It's this stunning blue goodness. It's got these absolutely stunning kind of silver foiled edges. The inside is really, really pretty. There's something fancy on the cover. So like this ticks all of the Kelsey Likes boxes, but just this book as a whole is a stunning book. I think it's amazing. I really like my Owl Crate edition. It's great. It's just great. Another one that I just absolutely love is this stunning edition of The Kingdom of Back by Mary Lou that I got from Owl Crate. Another Jane Austen edition that I like is actually the Canterbury Classic editions. I have the Sense and Sensibility one, but I love them. They're this faux leather binding, which just makes it feel, I don't know, fancy. You just kind of feel a little bit fancier when you're reading it. I'd love to own all of these, to be honest, and this edition. I've only ever seen a couple, but I do think they all exist. I like it because if you know the story, everything here on the front relates to the book, but it's just, I don't know, it gives it that fancy, I'm reading a classic feel, and I really like how it's bound. And the last book that I'm going to show you today, kind of rounding out all of the books as well as my Jane Austen collection, is this Arcturus version of Northanger Abbey. I get these at Books A Million. You can get them everywhere. I've seen every single Jane Austen book in this edition, as well as many other classics. They do a lot of classics in this kind of illustrated style. I think they're all stunning. The only one I do currently have is Northanger Abbey, which is kind of up there as far as favorites for Jane Austen, so it kind of works. But I love to own all of the Jane Austen novels and this edition as well. But I think I like it because the illustration style for all of these books are stunning, but this one specifically is kind of a joke on Gothic literature that Jane Austen does in her writing. It's one of the first books she wrote and one of the last books that was published, but I think you can really tell by kind of the dark colors as well as the candle. We've got a book. Just everything about this kind of screams Gothic to me, which is exactly what this book is all about, or at least making fun of, so it kind of goes on the back there as well. But I love the illustration styles, and I think they're stunning. But yeah, those are a look at some of the books on my shelves that I just think are absolutely stunning. I'm sure that I missed a few. I'm sure I did. But that's what I've got right now, kind of an updated, beautiful book haul collection, whatever you want to call it. Please make sure you go check out my first one, because like I said, I don't mention any of those in this video. Let me know down below what some books that you own that are some of your just most beautiful covers, beautiful books inside and out. Whatever you'd like to share down below. If you thought of any of the books that I showed you as just really, really pretty, let me know. Do you also have a few things that you realize, you find really, really stunning in books? Like I said, for me, gold foil illustrated covers and lots of color are my thing. But if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want to be part of this awesome growing family. I've also got all my social media down there as well as other fun bookish things, so don't forget to go check all of those out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!